In the early 1980s, there were few men stronger, tougher, or meaner than Ken Patera. A world-class athlete with a huge chip on his massive shoulders, the man was destined for greatness in the ring, until a late-night trip to the Golden Arches led to a violent brawl that put Patera and his career on ice.
We wrestled in the Watertown High School gymnasium, and I can't remember who I wrestled, but Saito, my Japanese friend, he's wrestling Mad Dog Vachon. Mad Dog hit him so hard in the knee with the steel chair, I thought he broke his leg. Anyway, we get in the shower, get to the airport, and they fly us over to Waukesha in the wilderness there. And I'm talking serious now. It was the wilderness. No place to stay, of course. Typical Vern Gagne production, or maybe you were doing the booking then. So anyway.
I wouldn't have booked you.
Thanks a lot. But anyway, we get into Waukesha, and the only place they had there is Holiday Inn. The bar was open, thank God. And we had some scotch and water, scotch and water, scotch and water, scotch and water. I don't know how many we had, 6 or 8. Now it's like 12 o'clock, and we hadn't eaten all day. They says, well, there's a McDonald's down at the bottom of the hill. So I said, Saito, how's your knee? He says, oh, bad, bad. So I said, just stay here, I'll walk down there. About 2 blocks away, there's these beautiful golden arches. So I walk down, I walk up to the drive-up window, and I bang on the window, and the guy comes over, and he says, you're Ken Patera, aren't you? I says, yeah. And I said, I'd like some quarter pounders. And the guy says, oh, we've been closed for an hour and a half. And I said, well, why do you have those big platters of quarter pounders? He said, we're doing a TV commercial. You can see the cameras here. And I said, yeah, I see the cameras. I said, well, just give me 3 or 4 or 5, 6 of those. I'll give you $5 a piece for them. Back then, they were only about 35 cents a piece. He wouldn't do it. He said, we're not allowed to sell cold food. Besides, we need them for the commercial. I says, so I turn around to leave, and this kid comes up on the side of the building, and he says, they're assholes. I says, well, I think so too. And all of a sudden, I turn away from him. Here comes a boulder through the window.
The kid threw the rock, allegedly.
Okay. Well, he did.
That can't be the story.
I didn't see him throw it, but he was right there, and I saw the boulder come through the window, knock the window out. I asked him, I said, why did you do that? He said, well, because the asshole fired me. I said, is that right? He says, yeah, I hate him. And then he takes off. So I went back in the room. I tell Saito, the sons of bitches won't sell me any hamburgers. He says, ah, shit. About 12:30 at night by that time, and I was on the phone talking to my wife. 15 minutes later, the cops are knocking on my door. So I said, Saito, see who's at the door. So he opens up the door in his underwear. I'm listening to them chatter, and he didn't understand a word she said. And there's another person there, John Dillinger. Can you imagine that's a hell of a name for a cop? That was his real name, John Dillinger. So I get off the bed, I go to the door. I said, yeah, what can I do for you people? Are you Ken Patera? I said, yes, I am. Did you throw a rock through the window down at McDonald's tonight, earlier? I said, no, I didn't. Oh, up comes the mace. Maced me. I've never been maced before. Oh. And I said, son of a bitch. He turns to Saito. Me says him too. Saito's pissed, I'm pissed. Saito leg dive at John Dillinger, fucking broke his leg. And just before that happened, they had called for backups. There were 16 state troopers and Milwaukee City cops in the hallway. And they're all brandishing these big billy clubs. So now we're getting lumps and bumps on our head, so we said, this shit. And so we took over. I can't see anything, and I'm throwing cops all over the place. Boom. You know, little right hand hook. Boom, boom, boom. So, yeah, we stacked them up pretty good. I don't know, I probably dropped 10 of them. But actually, all the cops are pretty good guys, except for a handful of them. And so we finally fought our way. So when we had them all stacked up, John Dillinger pulls his revolver out, threatened to shoot me. So I said, well, don't pull the trigger yet. It's not, it's over. Here.
They ended up, both of you went to prison, right?
Yeah. There were 2 years state, 6 years probation. That was a sentence.